Welcome everyone to our class. Today we will continue the chapter South America, and today our topic is natural vegetations, selva forest in Amazon basins and the pampas. Okay, so let's start. First, we will discuss about the natural vegetations of South America. Here, according to the different climatic conditions, there is a different kind of vegetations grow in South America. The continent of South America present the natural vegetation zone according to the relief, rainfall and temperature. Here we can see the equatorial forest regions. Here the equatorial forest region is also called tropical rainforest, and it is seen in the equatorial climatic region, and it covered the regions of Amazon basin and the low-lying coastal land of Guinea, Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, and here so many types of plants and living animals also found here, like the plants like Brazil's nut, rubber, rosewood, hardwood, the ebony, ironwood, this type of, and the plum tree is also found here. Okay, next, this forest is also called selva, and here is also found animals like monkey, birds, lizards, snakes, anaconda, the largest snakes, alligator, crocodile, piranha, all kind of animals you can find here. Okay, next, number two, the regions is the savannas. The savanna is mainly a grassland, a scattered tree we can find here, and this savanna have different name throughout the South America, like Campos in Brazil, Llanos in Orinoco basins, and it occurs on the north and south of the Amazon forest, and it covers the Guinea, Brazil highland, and the major part of the Orinoco basin. And it is also, we can find here the birds, various type of animals. Okay, and next one, number three, that is the warm temperate forest. This forest is known as Gran Chaco. Okay, this is the warm temperate forest, and it covered the southern part of the savanna in the southwest of the Brazilian highland and the descending lowland of the upper Parana and the Paraguay river. Okay, and these regions you can find the Serbs forest. Okay, and here the trees are the very important here. The these trees are used for making tan for leather. Okay, next one is the temperate grassland. This grassland is also known as pampas. Okay, this is the main grassland of South America. It spread over a vast regions of the Atlantic to the westward up to the foothills of the Andes in the central part of the Argentina on the south of this continent, and it includes the part of Argentina and Uruguay. Okay, next one is the semi-desert vegetations. Okay, the southern part of the Argentina, it cover of the poor vegetations. This vegetations like the steppes grassland, and it's almost desert. Okay, the last one is the desert vegetations. Desert vegetation found in the regions extend from the Gulf of the Akwal to the 28 degrees south latitude along the eastward slope of the Andes, that is known as the Atacama Desert, and this region is totally rainless. Okay, so that's why there is a no vegetations is there. Okay, next we will discuss about the Mediterranean vegetation. Okay, it's in the central Chile to the a narrow strip of south of the Valparaiso, in between 30 degree south to the 40 degree south of the Mediterranean vegetation regions grow, and here the summer are drought and the winter are the rain. Okay, in the winter are the wet, that's why in this region rainfall happen during the winter seasons. Here you can find the citrus fruits like grapes, walnut, these are. Okay, the last one, that is the cool temperate forest. Here the region is southern Chile. Temperate forest grow mainly, and here beech, coniferous tree are very common. Okay, Mountain vegetations and alpine forests is the last regions of the vegetations of South America. It is found in the Andes mountain, and it contains all type of vegetations and tropical rainforest to the regions of the upward where there is a snowfall is there. They present various kind of forest of plants like the rainforest, grassland, coniferous tree, and the alpine meadows. Okay, in the mountain village, Lima and Palpa are very common to found here, and they are like the small camels. Okay, they are the breast of the burden. They supply milk, meat, and wool. Okay, in this region, mountain vegetations of the alpine forest region. Okay, the next one is the Selva evergreen forest in Amazon basin. You can see first the regions of the this region. This region is the Amazon rainforest, you can see, and this is also called Amazon basin. Okay, here we will discuss about one by one, like the location, size, forest life, etc. So first of all, locations. The Amazon basin lies in the northern part of South America, and it is the largest river basins in the world, and major portions of this in this area are located in Brazil. Okay, and this region is bounded by the Andes in the western side, Guiana Highland in the northern side, Brazilian Highland in the southeastern side, and the Atlantic Oceans in the eastern side. Okay, and it includes the countries of Brazil, Peru, Colombia, and the part of Venezuela, Bolivia, Guyana, Suriname, and the French Guiana. Okay, now the size of these Amazon basins, the savanna, the Amazon basins cover an the area of 65 million square kilometer, and it's include about 23rd portions of the total land area of the continent of the South America, and it is, you can say, it is the double size in India. Okay, and here, except for the highlands and the mountains part, the Amazon basin is formed by the flat lowland, and it is built up by the soft sedimentary soil which is brought down by the rivers, and its generally slope is eastward. Okay, and its sloping is gentle and flat. It is last 3000 kilometer, then the river Amazon fall less than 12 meters. Okay, the Amazon lies in the equatorial region, so that's why it gets the plenty of rainfall all the years around here. And here the equatorial regions of the Amazon basins experience the equatorial type of climate we already discussed, and it is a very hot and humid type of climate, equatorial type of climate, and its average temperature is 27 degrees centigrade, and the average rainfall is 200 centimeter, and in some places the rainfall is maximum like the 1000 centimeter, and there is particularly no seasonal change in this basin. Okay, because of the climate, equatorial type of climate, that's why. Okay, and here this region is dense forest, equatorial forest area. This forest is also called tropical evergreen forest, and due to the very hot and humid conditions, the forest is so dense that the sunlight cannot reach the ground. So because of this the leaves and the wood, so all the trees bear bound the leaf, and they cannot shed their leaves all the time, so they remain evergreen throughout the year. So this forest is also called evergreen, as well as this forest is also called selva. These forests supply 20% of earth oxygen, and that's why this forest is also called the lungs of the world. Okay, and it has the different varieties of hardwood like the ebony, rosewood, hardwood, rubber, mahogany, and it is here you can find the thick forest with the canopy. Okay, the tall tree make the canopy, and the underneath of the different types of shrubs and the plants we can find. A large number of parasite plants and the creepers also find in the ground. The forest is so dense with the heterogeneous wood that the proper exploitation is very difficult. Okay, And the selva of the Amazon basins are infested by the various type of animals and the poisonous insects like the virus, like monkey, bears, serpent, crocodiles, tortoise. These are the very common animals we can find there. And this Amazon forest is also very important for anaconda, the largest snake in the world, and the piranha fish is also found here. And this forest is very unhealthy climate, damp weather, dense forest that also growth hinder the development of the communications. Very difficult to develop the communications in there. The riverway are the only the means of the communications in these regions, and there were particularly no roads or the only few railways are there. And the Amazon is the navigable by the foothills of the Andes mountain. Oceans are going vessels can reach up to the Manaus, the distance about 1600 kilometer from the mouth. Okay, so there is a very difficult to develop any kind of roadway or railway mainly. Next one, here we can find different kind of forest resources, like that the main forest resource are timber and rubber. Rubber is here is known as the black gold. Okay, rubber is the main product of this local product of this Amazon basins, and it's cultivated spread all after that it's cultivated all over the world in the southeastern Asia and the other places. And Manaus, the situated on the Rio Negro River, is also are very known for the rubber collections. And Belum is the port of the Tocantins River that export the rubber. So this is all about the Amazon basin. Okay, and here another important thing, that is the Brazilian nut is also important forest product of this region, and oil is also getting from the nuts. Okay, proper utilizations of this forest is not possible because of the environmental conditions and the huge dense forest. Now we do discuss about the pampas. Okay, this is the temperate grassland of South America. This region lies in the southern part of the continent, and it's mainly one fifth portions of the Argentina. And the Pampas region is the most prosperous part of Argentina, and here also find the so many farmland. The Pampas region lies in the La Plata river basins in the northern eastern part of the Argentina and Uruguay. It also included a small portions of southern Brazil, and its areas lies between 30 to 38 degree south latitude and 54 to 65 degree west longitude. You can see the Pampas region. Okay, you can see this is the Pampas region. Okay. Next, here the Gran Chaco, I already told you the Gran Chaco, the temperate forest region, plain, the Gran Chaco plain and the Brazilian highland form the northern border of the grassland, while the Patagonian desert form its southern boundary. The Andes mountains limit this grassland in the west, and the Atlantic Ocean lies in the east. Now we will discuss about the relief and the drainage. The Pampas is the flat plain land. The Pampas is a Spanish word which means plain. The western part of this land is undulating and reaches the height is about 340 meters near the foothills of the Andes. Dry dust, sand, clay spread all over this part. The soil is deep brown in the eastern part, and toward the west it becomes lighter and it is a light yellow color, and it is similar to the loess soil. And then the west lies the Patagonian desert in the this is the also sandy soil. Next topic is the river of the Pampas region. The river drain from the west to the east over this region. Here the important river is like Parana, Salado, Colorado and the Negro. They drain eastward to meet the Atlantic Oceans. Parana, Paraguay rivers merge near the Argentina's capital Buenos Aires. and flow joined as La Plata into the Atlantic Oceans. Water are lifted with the windmills to fulfill the shortage of water in this region. And water is also available beneath the soil, which is also obtained by the digging well. Okay. Next one is climate. This regions experience the temperate climatic and with the light rainfall. This is lies in the southern hemisphere. The seasons are the reverse from the northern hemisphere. Here a wide range of temperature between the winter and the summer month is observed, and summer are very short here, and the average temperature is like the 24 degrees centigrade. The winters are very long. The annual rainfall here is 50 to 100 centimeter, and it's also the rainfall is also varies in from place to place, and this is gradually decreases toward the west and the northwest. Okay, rainfall occurs generally in summer. Okay, here the natural vegetation is like, due to the light rainfall a vast grassland is developed. The size of the grasses decreases from the east to west as the rainfall decreases. A few trees are found in the eastern part. Next one is the agriculture. The Pampas grassland is one of the richest farmland in the world, and it is one of the greatest wetland of the world. You just remember these two important points. And this the wheat belt extend from the part of Bahia Blanca to the northward is about 1100 kilometers. And wheat is followed by the other crops like the maize, oats, barley, flax, oilseed, etc. And there are the large farmland which that is use the modern basin like tractors, and the other agricultural implements is also there to extensive the mechanizations agriculture. Here the Parana Valley is also very important for the maize cultivations. Wheat and maize are the main exported item. Okay, and the Pampas region is known as the granary of South America. Okay, here the livestock like the cattle and the sheep are reared all over the Pampas regions. Most importantly, remember that alfalfa grasses are cultivated and raising cattle. Cattle in the mainly raised for milk and meat. The main areas for the cattle rearing is of the southeastern part of the Buenos Aires, and the pastured land here are also the Estancia. Cordova is the famous for the dairy industry. Okay, and in this few part the sheep are also reared for the meat and wool productions. Butter, paneer, frozen meat, wheat, meal are also exported. Okay, depends on the different raw materials. Industries is also developed here. The Pampas is mainly located for the agriculture, and the industries of the regions are developed for the agricultural product like the flour milling, meat packing of the dairy products. These are the very important industry. Besides these, there the other factories is also there like the leather product, fertilizer, chemicals, and the other industries is also there. Now the lastly we will discuss about the towns, cities, and the ports. Buenos Aires, this is the capital and the largest city of those regions, and the port of the Argentina. It is situated beside the river Plata. Okay, and more than 25% people of this country live here, and it is the largest manufacturing center of the South America. Also important for the dairy product, meat product, leather product, textile, flour milling, and the other chemicals also. Next one is the La Plata city. It lies toward the south on the bank of the river Plata. It is an important town and port, and it's exported mainly wheat, maize, meat, and the meat processing industry is also important in this region. The last one is the Bahia Blanca. It is also located on the southern part of the Patagonian region on the Pampas region on the Atlantic coast, and it is an important town and the port that's noted for the exported wheat, maize, oat, and wool. Okay, so this is all about the Pampas region. Okay, and this is all about the South America also. I hope all of you understood. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment below. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone. See you in our next video. Bye bye.